The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, episode 625. That is a large number. No, 626. Oh my God, Rob, we're even bigger than we thought we were.
We're what?
626.
Shit. Ugh.
Yeah, that is us. We are your Whiskey Brothers.
Yeah.
This incarnation, you guys had we had Chingo Bling and Midnight Javi Luna on, so a very Mexican first half of the week. Now it is Friday.
Mexican first half of the week?
Yeah.
That's what we're celebrating?
That's a holiday, right?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Also, it's myself and Rob Ungle this week, joined by Chase DuRousseau. Back in you're back in town.
I'm back in town again.
Thought you were gone, then you went up to Montreal
for a few days. Yeah,
explosive.
A quick run to Montreal.
Yeah, the Just for Laughs festival was so much fun, man. It was my first time.
That was your first time doing it?
My first time performing there. Yeah, I've gone there and checked it out before many times.
Like with the improv or whatever.
Yeah. But this is my first time actually getting to perform. I got the artist badge. And,
I've got one for. I've only been as a filmmaker.
Oh, that's dope.
And it was like 2005 or 6. So I've got my badge, my artist badge and all that stuff. But I've never been as a comic, and that one is I just want to go.
Yeah.
Hang out at it's not the Delta anymore. What hotel are they at now?
They're at the Holiday, the Hyatt Regency. They're at the Hyatt Regency.
Okay.
But still a lot of people stay at the Delta.
Dude, that bar
Every
at the
hotel,
Delta is the.
Yeah, now it's the Hyatt Regency, and every night a different company will sponsor. The drinks are on Netflix tonight. Drinks are on Comedy Central tonight.
We're more in that world of drinks are on your tab, fucker. Whatever you.
I'm on the Underhill tab. The Underhill tab.
Whatever you want. Speaking of drinks, Chase, I raised one.
Tonight they're on Old Humble.
Yes, our friends, the Old Humble Distilling Company. News about that, I'm sure, around the corner. Right? Cheers.
Yeah, perhaps so. Yeah. Get it, boys.
You gonna survive? Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I don't really drink a lot, but so whenever I do take a shot or anything with you guys, my soul feels like Roger Rabbit when he took that shot. Every single time.
Let me ask you: You've seen this? You've seen the trailer for this new the Muppet murder thing, right?
No.
What?
You haven't? There's a new movie.
No one's.
Everyone's seen it. It's got Melissa McCarthy and the guy from Talk Soup, whatever his fucking name.
Joel McHale.
Joe McHale. Yeah, they're detectives investigating a murder.
Oh! And it's like in Sesame Street sued them.
Maybe.
Yes. Sesame, because they're doing like this adult. They're Muppets. They're Muppets.
No shit.
But it's Roger Rabbit with Muppets.
But it's even more adult.
I love everything with any kind of Muppet. I appreciate the Muppets. Don't get me wrong.
Return of the Jedi was your favorite?
Man, no.
But there's a lot of Muppets.
Yeah, anything with Muppet. I'm surprised there hasn't been more Muppet stuff. I remember Peter Jackson, the guy that did Lord of the Rings. He did one called Meet the Feebles or Muppets on Acid. Just depending. I think they released it as Muppets on Acid. It was crazy. It was an R-rated Muppet movie.
Well, Sesame Street sued whoever made this film for disgracing the image of the Muppets. I don't know what the legal term is.
How can you disgrace? It's a fucking Muppet.
Yeah, but I think there's Muppets having sex, and I think there's Muppets. Yeah,
and the Red Band trailer has them fucking shooting spooge all over the place.
Yeah, it's Silly String. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, it's incredible.
It sounds like a perfect movie.
Yes. Except I bet it doesn't have sharks. Was that did we have this conversation?
No.
No. I swear to God, this was you. Total side note. Because you're the only person I've had dumb movie conversations with like a year, like 10 years ago.
What's up?
When the first Transformers came out. And I was making an argument that it might have been the perfect film.
Oh,
at the
you
time.
said, but it didn't have sharks.
It was missing sharks and nudity. Those were the only. If it had, but even then, you had whoever the chick was, Megan. I mean, it was really. You even got boobs.
I was drunk.
Yeah.
The time the Transformers came out of the water, there was a shark on a naked girl.
No, you just need a shark. Sharks.
You're right.
Nudity. Ninjas. Like there's certain things.
It did have Megan, and I think you're right. Like there's something like
Explosion, obviously the basics, explosions and cars and
like legally in America, you can't have a beer commercial where somebody drinks any alcohol. They just open the beer and they start partying, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And I feel like with those Transformers movies with Megan Fox, you feel like you got nudity, but you really didn't. You know what I mean?
These false memories.
I seem to have thought, she got naked in there, right?
No, just selective shadows.
Yeah.
And sweat.
I guarantee Shaq made a movie called
Shazam.
Shazam. Aladdin.
What is that? It's not cognitive dissonance. What's the? There's a name of the, and it's not Bader Meinhof.
Whatever.
No. What's the? There's a name for the when you remember something that didn't happen. The Berenstain Bears versus Berenstain Bears. Yeah. It's not Bader Meinhof. That's when you start seeing shit. Well, like once you buy a red car,
what's it called?
Then you see red cars.
Something effect. I forgot.
Yeah.
Who cares?
The Lloyd Doppler effect.
The Lloyd Doppler effect?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a scientist.
I want to watch a Michael Bay movie now. People give that guy shit, but listen,
he's garbage.
They are, but there's art there. Like the third Transformers movie is the best one, hands down. It's the most, but to appreciate a Michael Bay movie, you have to realize, like, pretend he's a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Playing with toys, and they filmed it, and he's got a Will Smith and a Martin Lawrence action figure and all these cars. You know what I mean? That's all it is. This guy comes out of, you know what I mean? The little kid that cusses a lot, and it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch a film made by a 5-year-old. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. I don't think I can.
But you say that, and then you're like that shark just ate that robot, and then you're like, I've never said that sentence before.
I had that same argument about Pacific Rim when Pacific Rim came out.
Bookmark that. Okay. I got something to say about
So do I.
I just watched.
Well,
keep going.
I saw when I saw Pacific Rim, and they have the kaijus come out, the big monsters, and I said to myself when the robots come, I was like, this is what a 12-year-old would develop to fight these fucking things.
Yes.
Bombs or fighter planes. Like, you know what we need?
A bigger
fucking robots with swords.
Yes. It's like exactly.
No general would fucking all right, this is what we got to do. We're going to get a robot that requires 2 people to be connected mentally, in which we have no technology for that to occur, and then give it a flaming sword. I can see no other way to attack these beasts. And my associate, 14-year-old Johnny Rigelstein, agrees. I designed them myself. They'll go fight the bad ones. He agrees. So, senators, I suggest we're going to need only $6 trillion.
Well, if that's our only option.
I can see no other way.
We must fund this.
And what we'll do is we'll get every country can pick their own, and they can give it a funky name.
You could put your flag on the chest.
Yeah. And the Russian one could be like a bear. We'll make it fun, right? That's how we'll fight these beasts.
So the first...
and then the black lady steps up, and there will ill be another Klindathu.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just.
So maybe I will see the 5-year-old movie.
Look,
I don't know.
the first one suffered from Charlie Hunnam's acting and presence because he is a pox upon all things acting. And then I thought, there's no way you can really make that worse. It was fun visually, but it was a shitty movie, and even Idris Elba really couldn't save it. And even Guillermo's directorial, nothing could be done to really rescue that from sinking to the bottom of the film ocean. And then when they released the sequel, and I went, this isn't going right to DVD, and it went to the movies, and I went, there's no way anybody's going to go, and I blew it off. And then about 2 weeks ago,
didn't you? No,
I was on an airplane.
Yes!
You fucking asshole. The only place I would ever watch, there was nothing I hadn't seen on there. And I was on my way to Canada. I was coming back from, I'm sorry. And I went, I'll do it. I'll give it a whirl. Something to fall asleep to. And if it's not fundamentally perfect and doesn't check every single box, all it does, they make John Boyega, the dude who plays Finn Boyega. They make Finn Boyega likable.
Really?
He's so cool.
He's
cool.
He's as good as he was in Attack the Block.
Yeah.
He's almost it's not the same character, but he plays. I liked him so.
So the movie's better than the first?
In every way.
Really?
In every way.
It's so in on its own joke. It's bad enough. It's bad. It's so bad in the places it's bad that it's good.
Yeah.
It's like when you watch an '80s movie now, and you're like, I felt this way about Ready Player One. The same where you're just like, it's self-aware, and where it's kind of bad, it goes so far bad that it comes back around again, and you can't even make fun of it.
Yeah, they understand what camp is and they go for it.
They lean the fuck in.
I'll have to check it out then.
Totally fun. Absolutely a fun ride.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My problem with Ready Player One was apparently because it said in 2030 something like
2041
that.
I think.
2041. Apparently all pulp culture stopped in 2008. There was nothing else. No movies or comic books were ever developed
when the book was written.
Yeah, I guess so. That's when all pop culture stopped.
It was the whole premise is hinging upon the fact that the creator had this fixation with the 80s and 80s.
Yeah,
really,
but somebody would have. Certainly, there was
something.
A new something.
Just not enough of one,
or just they couldn't get the rights.
It's you got to wait on them to drop off. So it's nothing younger than 25 years.
I guess by then everything was in public domain. Yeah. Like all the fucking King Kong movies. They could just do whatever they wanted. And Jump was that was the national anthem. We can use that one song.
All I know is that guy really hated Marvel shit. That's all I know. For some reason.
He hated it.
Well, in fairness, they hadn't done anything good at that point. They cut off the social media in that universe 1 year before Marvel got amazing.
Right.
Yeah, Spielberg said he didn't want any of his stuff in it either. So there's no Jurassic Park stuff.
No,
but some of the animators, the animators buried a couple of
dude, there's a scene. There's a scene in that where I think these armies are charging across this plain, and there's everything from Spawn from the comic books to God of War. I mean, they tapped into every nostalgic thing that you could even remotely think of.
Yeah, it was okay.
It's fun, but this comes back to what we were talking about with Michael Bay. It's awful storytelling. It's when you really get down to it. It's the most basic.
And what are people's
except for Transformers 3? But
okay, which one was
that's the one where they were jumping out of the planes and they had those squirrel suits on?
Was it the moon one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon.
The one with the Dark Side of the Moon.
Yes. Yeah. I vaguely remember the movie, and I remember liking it. I think it was about like the fourth or fifth one where I went. You guys, wait, but hang on. Hang on.
So good.
That's the one. Is that the one where Devastator had balls?
I don't remember.
No, you need to remember. This is vital. You don't get to gloss over this and act like they didn't just put dangly balls on a robot.
Leonard Nimoy's in that one, right?
No. It's the third one.
Stop asking him questions about his favorite movie.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
right?
I'm saying it was great. I don't remember.
But you remember when they put? I think it was Devastator. They took all the
Devastator.
When you put all the Constructicons together.
Constructicons.
Have you seen Transformers?
I didn't see the Mark Wahlberg ones yet.
I didn't see
he's had 3, hasn't he?
But this is
3. I think he's on 2.
Fuck off. This is basic Transformers. If you had Transformers as a kid, there were Constructicons, and they were
they were like the
construction. They were dump trucks and cranes, and they were the Constructicons, and then they came together to form a giant Devastator. Was his name. And in one of these movies, I don't remember which one, they took all these Constructicons and they came together to form this giant robot that was climbing up this hill after somebody. And the Wrecking Ball and something else had formed 2 giant robot testicles that were clanging together.
I think I would have remembered that. I don't think I ever saw that. That sounds pretty dope.
No, it does not. It looks stupid as shit. Robots don't have nuts. No!
Now our trucks have nuts. Our trucks have nuts. Of course they're going to have nuts. We're in Houston. That's a regular thing.
we got to take a break.
For God's sakes, Destructicon, put on some pants. Look, you're scaring the children.
I'm going to figure out
I'm sorry.
That's the racist robot.
Yeah. That's what, it was the racist one, right? The one. Yeah, they had one that was a fucking racist. It was.
I don't know what's I'm doing doing in this truck costume?
His
You know what they had him?
His name was Jazz. First of all, I know that.
And you know what? They had him in black paint. That's
All right, we're coming right back.
I don't know what's happening up in here.
Quick break. More us in a minute.
It was Onyx.
Question? Comment? Just need to vent? Email us at podcast@praisewhiskey.com.
Welcome back to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. A fridge too far. Why was that not on the air?
It's The Simpsons.
Oh, I don't watch the Simpsons. Oh, never mind. I thought it was funny. Never mind. You're more shit Rob took from a TV show.
I told you, from the that's from like year 2 of The Simpsons.
I don't remember.
Look at there, Fetty. A fridge too far.
Okay, that's good. We're back in the studio. Slade, Rob, Chase DuRousseau at Chase DuRousseau. Good luck.
Good luck spelling that.
On Twitter. I have to look it up every time I add you to a tag on.
It's all good.
Yeah. Anyway, it was Transformers 2 with the testicles.
I didn't like that one.
I know this because I just
like that one.
I just
3 is where it's at.
Googled it and I was typing in Transformers testicles and I got as far as trans and it auto completed. So
Wait, what was the third one called?
That was The Dark Side of the Moon.
No, the second.
No, the second
No, you're
one-
right. You're right because that's the
It was
one that had
Dark of the Moon.
Neil Armstrong was
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it's a great sequel to the new Neil Armstrong movie that's coming out with Ryan Reynolds or whatever. His
Ryan
name is.
Is he going to be
Sorry,
Ryan Reynolds?
No, the other guy.
The other guy.
The guy from Blade Runner.
Yeah.
20.
Oh, that's not Ryan Reynolds. No, that's
The other one.
Gosling.
Yeah, that one.
They're both called Ryan too.
Yeah.
They look alike. Both called.
Yeah.
It was Revenge of the Fallen was the one with the truck nuts. Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, The Last Night, and then upcoming Bumblebee. You excited?
Nope. I didn't watch the last couple.
Bumblebee's a prequel.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it has that fucking girl in it. What's her name?
Megan Fox?
No, they've upgraded.
By upgraded.
They have fucking improved. What's her name? Find out. Oh, it's Haley Steinfeld.
And then
Haley Steinfeld's in. Ooh, you know Haley. You like the Haley Steinfeld?
Let's see how old she is first before.
Dude, she's like 24. She's
Okay.
fine.
She's old, and I guarantee you. Let's see.
Haley Steinfeld's where it's at, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she makes Megan Fox look like fucking Angelina Jolie.
She's 21.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay, so when they filmed it, she was
20.
She was born in 1996. So
Yeah. Dude, take a look at her. Fucking tell
I was
me.
talking to this one girl, and I realized she was young when she said her first. She's like, "Oh, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids." That's the one where like the parents get shrank. I'm like, no. That's the third one. Shut the fuck up.
have I told the Prince story?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the girl that didn't know Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. I didn't heard that. Did you talk about it on the show already?
I don't remember,
Yeah,
nor
you
do I
did.
know if I.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
you
sure
did.
I did.
We
So thus I will not repeat it. Anyway, yeah, that's a didn't know.
She hadn't heard of Purple Rain.
That's a bar that needs to be cleared. I've got a
Who
shot.
is it that does the joke about somebody? I think it's in town that does it. You can judge a woman's. The good way to judge if you should fuck somebody is ask them where they were on 9/11.
Jaffer Khan.
Jaffer Khan does it.
Brilliant.
Funny fucking joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second grade? Oh, okay. We're done here. Yeah, it's him who does that.
a book reading with the president. Where are you?
He seemed nervous.
All right, y'all talk over this shit.
Oh yeah.
They're like our first white president. What?
You know what? There are 9-year-olds say that about Trump. That's the bad thing. He's our first white president. In my lifetime.
Anything's possible now.
Think about it. There are some kids who have only grown up with a black president and Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got no point of reference for how politics.
Yeah. This is normal.
This is.
So this is how we ran a country, right?
Like it's always some kind of cartoon character. Either someone's super, I don't know.
This is how you end up with a bunch of 21-year-olds making the argument that what we need is finally a white president.
I've got a story for a guy who fights Satan. It's a movie idea I've had where the guy fights Satan
Okay.
and he's talking to Satan one day and Satan tells him that, most everyone who's rich sold their soul to me. Everyone that's powerful. Almost everyone. And it's like, really?
Oh, yeah, almost every president. Yeah. Obama? Yeah, sold his soul. Trump? No. Weird, huh? You wouldn't have thought it. Yeah, Obama had to sell his soul because else would a black guy be elected in a racist nation like this? Trump, easy. They're all racist, went right through. Took selling of his soul. Yeah. So.
With the Crossroads Demon. What?
Yeah.
I'm watching Supernatural finally. That's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you watch Supernatural?
Yeah, it's like Ghostbusters, right?
I feel like your nerd card is forged. Like, you're like the minute you ask him an in-depth question about anything.
Transformers 4 was great. I don't know the title or anything that happened.
Who's in it or
Ghostbusters.
Whatever. Somebody told me Jazz. I don't remember. Here's Ghostbusters, right? They do Ghostbusters shit. Who else likes Pacific Rim?
I've seen a few, like I had a girlfriend that loved watching that show, so she would just watch it every fucking night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I also, I'm like, this is hitting all the notes of shit that I like. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
But nothing I liked more than the way those dudes dressed. I was like, fuck, I need to go to a fucking Abercrombie. I don't know where they buy their shit from, but it looked like they rock it well.
Abercrombie and Witch. Hey-o. Hey-o. The puns write themselves on Supernatural.
I didn't realize, and we started watching. I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll watch this for a few seasons or whatever. I didn't know how long the show was.
No,
bro, it's as long as The Simpsons. It's crazy. There's so many episodes.
So here's how I know.
I thought it was like 4 years old, but somebody's like, oh no, it's like 15 seasons.
They're on their 15th season. I've never watched it.
How many demons are there?
I had never watched it, and then my brother turned me on to the Scooby-Doo episode, which apparently there's an episode in this most recent season where they apparently reference Scooby-Doo a lot in the show. Oh. In this episode of the show, there's a haunted TV of some sort. They get pulled into an episode of Scooby-Doo, and the whole episode is animated. You see the very beginning where they get sucked in. Yeah. The whole episode is an animated Scooby-Doo episode, and then
Zoinks!
Yeah, and with everybody in it. I mean, the whole cast. Yeah. And then they come out of the TV, and they're regular people again. Yeah. And that was the very first time I'd ever seen an episode. Okay, so I watched that episode that just came out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, I'll watch this show. So I went back. I was like, I'll start with season 1. And I was like, where did they find these kid actors who look so much like the stars of this show? And I just realized I was seeing them 15 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, these guys look just like
You thought you were watching a flashback episode?
Yes.
And it turned out it was... Yeah.
I was just like, no, they're 15 years old. Is this all they've ever done in their whole lives?
Wow. I can't imagine.
How many shirts do they own?
Christ. They're like the Alex Trebek of sitcoms. They're just...
Jesus Christ.
How many years can you do this?
Right.
Fuck. He's retiring, by the way, in 2 years.
Who?
Trebek.
In 2 years?
His contract is up in I think 2020.
Are gonna get Drew Carey?
They
should get Will Ferrell to do Trebek better than Trebek.
Oh God.
That would be the best thing.
Or they should just let Sean Connery's SNL character host Jeopardy.
Yeah.
But he's retiring, and
what is he? 75 years old?
He's 70, and I thought the first time I saw it, and then I just went,
good.
How do you get up every day and do that?
Well, because they only tape 2 days a week. And he spends the rest of the time golfing.
Is that what they do? 2 days a week, you think?
Yeah, they do Mondays and Tuesdays. They go in on a Monday. They'll do a Monday, Tuesday episode. Then on Tuesday, they come back and do Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
And then they're done.
Then they're done for the week.
I heard dudes that are that famous like switch out their blood every That's what I heard.
Yeah. They get the blood of a child.
Yeah, they just switch it out.
Do it like fucking Lance Armstrong style. Yeah. Put it in a centrifuge. Mix it with some 12-year-olds. I don't know, mister. I don't know if Alex Trebek wants to meet you. Come here.
I can't watch Jeopardy hosted by someone else.
Sure you can.
No, I can't.
It's not. Nobody watches.
It would have to be someone totally different. Just totally different.
Okay. Maybe, but even then, it's he's. I couldn't even watch Rock and Roll Jeopardy, and that's my favorite subject.
Yeah.
It was hosted by a different dude.
Was it hosted by a rock and roll guy?
It was. I think it was hosted by like one of those MTV guys at the time. No, it was like
Zippity Bop for 200.
Kurt Loder or something. Not Kurt Loder, but one of those.
Jesse the MTV VJ.
That's somebody.
Hey man, all right, coming up right here, man. Got a question thing, man.
No, I can't remember the guy's name who hosted it, but
Yeah, it's like you got to answer in the form of a question, man. Okay, I'll say, what is time? Is it? Yeah, that's good enough. David Lee, they should get David Lee Roth though. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Jeff Probst. That's who hosted
Probst.
Rock and Roll Jeopardy from fucking Survivor.
Yeah,
That idiot.
that guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
not a rock guy.
Should have got a
Lee
rock
Roth.
guy.
Get David Lee Roth.
I would watch that.
You would watch David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Everyone would.
Take zippity bop
Yeah.
bop doo bop.
Yeah. So he goes, what is the Pyrenees? Oh yeah, man. I don't know either. Judges.
Just somebody who's I'd let a rock and roll guy host real Jeopardy. I'm just so tired of Alex Trebek's uppity ass. He's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. That's this region of the Pyrenees.
But that's half the battle. You have to have somebody smarter than these assholes who are all pretty smart. You have to have somebody who can top them to look down upon
But he doesn't know.
I know, but you need to play the part.
Has he ever played a round of Jeopardy?
No, he would do awfully. That's why he's playing a role of an uppity fucking professor who's looking down on these people.
Then I think we should get some fucking rapper that mispronounces everybody's name. That would be fucking hilarious. Let's just go the opposite route.
Method Man.
Mystical.
Now your host. Exhibit. We took your Jeopardy and we put a cotton candy machine in it.
So Shannon, your biography says you work in a grocery store and you feel underappreciated, and she's like, "It's Sarah." He's like, "All right, Shannon.
All right, Cheryl. All right,
Yeah. Whatever, bitch. Look, how much?
let's
Do
go
you
to
want to bet?
Potpourri. We got sharks, potpourri, inedibles,
Inedible edible.
inedible edibles. Toys were us. Satellites what are falling. And cotton candy machines are where you can put them.
I'll take Toys R Us for 200.
That will be a category.
Exhibit?
Mark that will be. It'll be old court. Yeah. This is the one where you said you shake my battleship. What is battleship? Yeah. It's a cotton candy machine. Potpourri. Good times. All right. Yeah. Is that it?
man.
We're done? That's all I got.
No, we're very
How
close.
much time we got? I got a story though.
Do you got about a minute and a half?
Okay, there was an article that was produced by a couple. There was a couple of undertakers. Clearly,
Like wrestlers?
no.
Yes, Kane and his brother.
Morticians, if you will.
Okay.
And they developed a process by which, if you have a tattoo, they can remove it and put it in a glass case for viewing at your home, so you can see your loved one's tattoo. And they were, they all clearly these people work in the biker community. They all look like bad skulls,
Yes.
and fucking flaming shit.
Yes.
And so my question is, would you hang your beloved's fucking arm scar?
if it was the map from Waterworld, yeah.
Right? Am I married to that girl from Blind Spot? How does this?
Yeah, the guy from Memento, maybe.
Yeah, no, I don't know that I need any. It's too
that's disgusting.
Holocaust era for me.
Holocaust. Yeah, we had grandma's number.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
They got them on, and they have UV or like UV ray resistant glass.
Of course.
So it doesn't.
So you can hang it in the sunlight.
Yeah.
And see.
You're gonna put it in your kitchen?
I don't like a stained glass
Yeah.
woodpecker.
No.
People are weird though. Like my dad collected. Like there was a little, like a little box on top of the fireplace that was my baby teeth.
Oh God! Was he a witch?
I don't know.
This is how I can control you.
And I always thought it was weird. Like, why is that still here?
Chase DuRousseau joined us on episode 626. Rob Uncle, I'm Slade Ham. We're at PaceWhiskey.com. We'll see you guys. What the fuck? Stupid.
They don't want no problem. Nah. You
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.